Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be showing you the pathway of the blood that flows within the heart. To begin, we have both the superior as well as the inferior vena cava, which are the main veins that receive blood from the body. The superior vena cava receives blood from the head as well as the arms, while the inferior vena cava receives blood from the lower body. The right atrium, it receives blood from both of these vena cava. The blood then passes through from the right atrium through the atrioventricular valve, which is then forced shut when the ventricles contract, which prevents the blood from re-entering the atrium. The blood then enters the right ventricle from the atrioventricular valve. So the region of the right ventricle is here. The ventricles are located on the bottom of the heart. The tricuspid valve, otherwise known as, again, the atrioventricular valve right here, it stops the blood from flowing back into the right atrium. Next we have the pulmonary artery, which is the main artery for taking deoxygenated blood into the lungs, as you can see here. The blood goes through the right and left lung, where the capillaries right here, located here, are in a thin wall, like a thin space, with the alveolus. So therefore it can release carbon dioxide and pick up oxygen. From the lungs, the pulmonary vein carries the oxygenated blood back into the heart. The left atrium, it receives the oxygenated blood from the lungs. The blood then passes through the atrioventricular valve into the ventricle. The bicuspid valve, located here, begins to contract because it's not going to allow the blood to flow back into the atrium. And the blood passes through the semilunar valve to the beginning of the aorta, located right here. And thus the cycle continues, and that is how the blood flows throughout the heart and creates oxygen for the lungs, which then re-enters back into the heart. Thank you.